sacrificing a lamb or a ram or whatever it is, or a sheep. Let me ask you this. In the New Testament law, and imagine you were someone who is in charge. You were the queen of a country and you were ruling by the Bible. If somebody commits murder or rape, how will you judge that person? Remember, it has to be based on the Bible.
I'm not speaking about judgment because I want to speak to you about something that
Justice.
when I came to Christ, I haven't always been a Christian. I spent enough time in pubs and clubs and everything. I was an unbeliever. Now, when I came to Christ out of revelation, because what happened was my friend invited me to church, and I was very, very depressed, and I went to church, and in that moment of depression, I was prepared to pray any prayer that would get me out of that depression. I ended up praying the prayer of salvation, and I looked up and I saw the glory of God coming down. I felt His ground under the power of the Holy Spirit, and then I knew Jesus was real. And later on, I said to the Lord, why do I have to only follow you? There's so many deities. And the Lord spoke to me and said, I am the only one that's got the power to forgive sins. That was a literal communication with Jesus Christ. And so, the only mode that we would differ is that I say that Jesus is God.
What is that going to do with my question? Nothing at all. Your anecdotal experience cannot be verified by anyone here. Only you know that because you claim you heard Jesus. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. How do you know it was Jesus speaking first and foremost?
Because I am more than aware that it was Jesus Christ.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because
Before that experience, have you ever met Jesus?
But I saw Him.
No, but have you seen Jesus before that particular experience of his?
I had encountered Him.
No, have you seen? So you're saying before that experience of yours, you saw Him before as well?
Well, I encountered Him. I encountered the glory of God.
Okay, let me rephrase my question.
Do you think-
Before you saw Jesus for the first time in your vision, have you ever seen Him? You saw Him. You must have seen Him the first time. Am I right?
No, I want to
When you saw Him the first time, how do you know that was Jesus?
I want to change the track here because you know what you want to do. You want to keep me here until 10 o'clock. You're going to debate.
I have no intention of keeping anyone here until 10 o'clock. I've got things to do.
You debate, and I want to say that we.
Are you going to answer my question?
We serve God of
if you
miracles.
saw Jesus for the first time, how do you know that was Jesus? How do you know you haven't seen the devil maybe?
I did not.
And the devil. Say again?
You don't have any God.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah, I believe. I don't know Him.
Yeah, but you see, we haven't seen Him. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, never.
Exactly. You got a good point. Because in the Bible it says anyone who sees God, they will die. So if she saw Jesus as God, then she should be dead.
And I'm not.
She shouldn't be speaking here. Because unless you're telling me the Bible is telling lies, that's you've got a point. You see, your anecdotal experience is from emotion. Because you were in depression, maybe you were hallucinating. You said it yourself. You were depressed, right?
Yes.
If you were depressed, maybe you were hallucinating. How do you know that is Jesus?
Antidepressant pills.
That Jesus Christ died for you. He died on the sin
See,
for
this
you.
is preaching.
And
This is not a
He died
conversation.
on the cross for
When
you.
we ask
Yes,
about
I've come
justice.
Yes, I'm not here to
By the way,
debate.
stop touching me, if
I
you
am
don't
not.
mind.
I am not.
Let me ask you
here-
this.
I'm not here to debate. I am here to tell you.
Wasn't she debating with you guys earlier?
Loves
Did she
you,
say that?
And that
That
He
she's not here
died
to
on
debate?
the cross. No.
When you have been challenged from the Bible,
I am here to proclaim that Jesus Christ is Lord, that He loves you, and that He died on the cross for you, and He is calling you into relationship with Him. And He is a God of miracles, and He can give you a miracle today.
Does He have a God?
That is what I'm saying.
does Jesus have a God?
No, He is the Lord.
No, does He have a God?
No.
So when Jesus says, my God in John 20:17, what do you understand?
He is
My
they are
God and
one.
your God.
They are one.
No, he
They are one.
said, I go to my God. Does Jesus have a God based on the Bible? Should I believe you or the Bible? Because the Bible clearly says, I go to my Father and your Father. The reason she will not entertain that verse in the Bible is because she's an emotional Christian who doesn't actually read the Bible even.
Loves you, and He loves you.
There you go. See, loves you. Of course He loves you. You see, on the day of judgment, He's going to say, get away from you, evildoers. In Matthew 7:21, it says, not all those who call me Lord, Lord will enter the kingdom. And that is what this woman is. She's calling Him Lord without understanding that Jesus Himself prostrated to God. And he fell on his face and he begged God to save him from the crucifixion. Guess what? Was his prayer accepted? No, because according to them, he was crucified. So your own God's prayer got chances do you or any Christian here have when your own God's prayer is rejected by his God? And with that, I think we should conclude this, because at the end of the day, there's no point having an argument based on emotion.
I am a Christian here. So, because I do understand and you don't understand it. That's the problem.
Again, we got emotion.
It is your own, it's not emotion.
It is.
You don't understand.
Okay.
And that's your problem.
Okay, explain to
The
me if you
emotion-
understood.
You've been
That's
talking
Jesus.
for 1 hour when I was listening to you.
No, you were
1
listening.
hour
I was
listening
talking to that woman, not you.
It's because you don't know.
Are you going to
what
answer my
God
question
is.
that she
That's
wasn't
all.
able to?
You don't know what God is.
Are you going to answer my question
Simple.
that
You
this
don't know
woman
what God is.
failed miserably to
Simple.
answer?
You don't know what God is.
Okay.
God is not matter. God is not a stone.
Who said
God
he was?
is spirit.
Who said he
And
was?
in the spiritual sense, things impossible things happen. You don't understand them.
Was Jesus spirit?
Impossible
Was
things
Jesus
in the
spirit or
spiritual
matter?
realm. You
Answer.
won't understand them.
Was Jesus?
God is incomprehensible.
Is
And you
are you
don't
going to answer the
understand
question? Was Jesus spirit or matter?
them. God is incomprehensible.
Because it says
you don't
the
understand
word,
and therefore
which
you
was
are
God,
talking
became
of-
flesh.
If you,
Now, his own
if
Bible
you-
goes against it.
If you
He's saying
understand
God is not
God,
matter.
you know
If God is
that
not
you
matter,
are right.
then why does God
I'm
say
a
that
Christian.
he became a flesh? Yeah, keep hitting yourself.
Yes, I am Christian.
That is maybe deserved. Go read your Bible. Don't say I love you all the time.
I am a Christian.
Go and read
and
the
I'm
Bible.
glad I'm a Christian. I'm very, very glad.
I'm glad Jesus has a God,
Oh,
like the Muslims
I
say
am
he
glad,
does.
very, very
Because
glad
at the
I
end
have
of the
Jesus
day,
to save
that
me.
is what Jesus preached in the Bible.
And before,
Brother, last week I'd asked him, how did Jesus pray? He didn't answer.
Because they're afraid.
You don't know.
He knows,
You don't know.
he knows, but he's afraid.
what's that?
Just like that woman is afraid to answer.
I don't know. It's because you don't understand God. Simple. If you understand
Why
God,
didn't you answer if you understood?